Welcome to the Lyfebepod podcast. In every episode, we dive into the most relatable aspects of life, helping you navigate the complexities of our contemporary world. Let's get started.
Hi, welcome back to the Lyfebepod podcast. We're so excited to have you back. We're on Apple Music, we're on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, and where else? YouTube. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so that you can have updates anytime we have something new out. And I'm excited to come back again and continue the story with Exodus. Wasn't it wonderful? We had to do a second version of it because, man, this guy's life is such an Exodus. His stories are interesting, terrifying, scaring, and I'll let you hear the rest of it. Welcome back. Welcome, Exodus.
Glory to God. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's always a blessing.
Yes.
To to be on the Lyfebepod podcast, just to share experiences, and just help anybody and everybody out there. So I'm just so happy to be here. Like this is my second time on the podcast, and I just bless God for that.
Amen. Amen. Do you know what the word Exodus means?
The word Exodus means a movement.
Exactly. It means a movement.
To me as a person.
Yeah, it means a movement. It means a journey.
Yes.
And I've just thought about it before I asked you that that's a journey. Your whole life is a journey.
My whole life has been a journey.
I don't know if it was intentional for you to call yourself Exodus, or it's just something that God just laid on your heart that you didn't even notice what it meant.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
2007.
Yes.
I leave Nairobi, come back to Uganda. We just had a scuffle with Sauti.
Yes.
So I'm like, no, let me just go back home and start a solo career. But I think God was actually pushing me to tell my story solo.
Yeah.
I love my brothers, and sometimes fights just push you to your destiny.
Yes.
You understand? Because it's very easy to want, to desire, to love to work with the people. But if that's not God's plan for you, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
You understand? So we had that scuffle with my brothers, and in my heart I was like, no, let me just go back home and start afresh. You understand? So when I came back, I didn't even have nowhere to stay. I had no grounds to start over, actually.
Yeah.
You understand, but I'm that kind of a person that when I feel that my time is up somewhere, regardless the benefits I'm still holding of that place, I'm just gonna let go and move and say, God guide, and So I come back to Uganda, and I remember after like a very, very tough time, I was at church, and then God leads me to 40 days fasting.
Yeah.
And the words he said to me were very clear. He said, you cannot build an empire on another man's empire.
Yeah.
And if you want me to use you exceptionally, you're going to have to seek me exceptionally.
Yeah.
So we went through a 40 days fast, finished it. And I remember I was walking from Redeemed, going back to Rubaga, to Dynamic, where I used to sleep with other boys. And I had a voice clearly tell me, when you get back home, open the Bible and open the book
of
Exodus.
Wow.
He didn't say actually open the book of Exodus. He said just open the Bible.
Yeah.
So I get back to where I used to sleep. And when I open the Bible, the book I open is Exodus chapter 3 verses 8. And when I read it, it was like the verse was speaking my own story. This day I take you out of the land of the Egyptian. I take you out of the land of your oppressor. I take you to the land that flows with milk and honey, the land I promised your forefathers. And in this land you shall suffer no more. You understand? So it was like a prophecy.
Do you know how profound that is? Think about it.
Very.
You actually...
That's the foundation of my ministry, actually.
Let me show you something interesting.
Yeah.
You open the Bible. Bah.
Exodus.
And it's Exodus.
Yeah. And a verse that actually speaks to your own story. Like.
So you basically opened the door.
Exactly.
You started the journey by opening the Bible. opening the book of Exodus, you started your Exodus
Exactly.
right there.
Yes.
That's so profound.
100%, yes.
Wow. I've just thought about it now.
So when I opened and read, I clearly had a voice and say, that is who you are. I used to call myself Team Dollars. You know?
Yes.
So when I opened that, I clearly had a voice say, this is who you are from today forward.
Wow.
Yes.
That's do you feel have you felt at any point that your life is just a journey?
My whole life has been a journey ever since I was a child. I lost my mom at 10.
Yeah.
At 12, I was a man already, you understand. Left my father's house and joined the streets in Kampala. I don't want to go through the nitty-gritties. We've done that so many times, so many years, you know. Yeah, but my whole life has been a journey. And one thing I've realized about myself is that God has never handed me a silver plate at anything. Everything has been like juice out of a lemon. You understand? My like I said, my whole life has been a journey, man.
Yeah.
I became a man at 8 years. At 12 years, I'd left my father's house. You understand? Went through hardships and all that. But today, when you look back, you realize God was just showing me, son, through it all, I got you. It's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna surprise so many.
Yeah.
You understand? And God has done that with me.
Okay, so you leave home as a child, you go, you become Exodus, the guy.
Yeah.
You're no longer George. Even when you say George, they ask who is George.
Exactly.
But when you say Exodus,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
know who
yeah.
Exodus is.
Yeah.
So at this point, things are looking up, and then you find this amazing lady,
Yeah.
Mama Irene.
Mama Irene Gleason. Yeah.
God bless her soul. She becomes a mother to you.
Yeah.
Just how do you find her?
Now, the church where I fellowshipped
At the time.
at the time,
Yeah.
they had promised me quite a number of things. A young child, just say, like young boy, you've just joined church and all that, and hey, this pastor meets you and promises you heaven on earth.
I know.
You understand?
Yeah.
And but I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's also encouragement to a person that has come from a place where with nothing.
Yeah.
And so. But then a few years down the road, none of the promises was maturing. So I decided to really, really devote myself to God and to the art. You understand?
To building your craft.
Exactly. And one time I remember, it was about after about 1.5 years, I'd not heard from him in any way. You understand? So this very, very fateful morning, should I say, I received a call at about 3 a.m. in the morning. I picked the call. I was in a deep sleep. I actually got a bit scared, but I picked the call. And when I picked the call, and it's him.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh George, we're going for ministry. We are flying private. We are flying on a private. I'd never been on a plane my whole life, you know. So this was really, really, really special. I got to realize what had happened because we had released the song Ganja Man already by then. It had played for about a year, made crazy rounds all over East Africa. So word came from Kitgum. Because Mama Irene had organized a crusade that side. Yes. Okay. And then pastor had to,
go and
preach and all that. So the people they had sent on ground first were the people that came back with the news and say, they have said if you guys can come with not even Exodus.
Oh, they didn't know the name, but they knew the song.
The song. If you guys could come with Ganja Man.
Yeah.
His song is very, very, very big here. So the people that were sent on ground to, do the groundwork and all that.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, that's George. We, he prays from our church. We know him and all that. So they made a call from that side. And then that's the call I received. I did not know God was really, really beginning to set me up.
Yeah.
You know? So he calls me, long story short, we're in Kitgum. We got to Kitgum. I didn't even know where I was going to sleep. Like
Yeah.
we got there. They had booked a whole Boma hotel. Like I don't know if it still is. Then it was the biggest hotel. In Kitgum, I had heard they actually booked the whole hotel. But we get on ground and evening comes. I don't know where to sleep.
You're just there.
I'm just there. You know? So...
so they took you
yeah.
and just left you to figure it out.
You know?
Yeah.
Nobody even cared. Because
all they cared is that you were there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I hadn't done... God hadn't really shown up massively in my life. But he was doing things because... In the choir, I was one of the main characters and all that.
You're doing your solo parts.
I was good. I was really, really good.
Yeah.
So evening comes, but the street in me, you never give up. You know.
Yeah.
Where we were, it was a charity home.
Yeah.
So there was dormitories where kids that Mama Irene raised would actually sleep, you know?
Yeah.
So that evening, I'm like, I asked one of the kids, I speak Acholi, you know? So I asked one of the kids, and one of the kids tells me, no, we sleep in the other dorm. So I'm like, I think I'm going to black out with you guys tonight. I didn't know where to go, you know?
So these are kids, to give context, these are kids that Mama Irene was looking after under the Irene Gleason Foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was taking care. By then, it was about 12,000.
Oh, wow.
It was a big number. IGF is a big organization.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. So that night, I slept with the boys in the dormitory.
Yeah.
Slept on the floor, actually.
No way.
Yeah. So in the morning,
so they take the artist that the town is asking for.
You understand?
And they abandon him in that town, and he has to sleep on the floor somewhere where he can find where to stay.
Deja vu. Nothing new.
I see now what you mean. Been there, done that.
Yeah. Easy. You know? So morning comes, everybody wakes up. So as we were gathered, you know, under a tree, it's a big tree. Anyway, it's a big tree. We were gathered under there. So everybody's taking breakfast. I remember I had this chunk of posho with a black tea in my hands. We're taking... So the camera crew had gone to sleep the other side where they had booked the hotel. So they also came back to the center for breakfast, you know. Yeah. So we're there, and one of the guys at the organization, actually, one of the directors at the organization asks, hey, they told us Ganja Man is coming. What time do you guys think he's coming? He's standing with a plate of rice and liver. Now me, I'm seated down.
With a cup of tea and
a cup of black tea and posho. And the guy said, he's right there. That's him. It's like, no, it can't be. So it's him. It's like, you are Ganja Man. I'm like, yeah. So the guy asked me, where did you sleep? Said, in the boys' dormitory. It's like, what? I'm like, yeah. So in the moment he takes the plate I had with the tea I had, he gave me his own plate.
Wow.
And a cup of milk. He said, you are Ganja Man. I'm like, yeah, it's me. Long story short, I wasn't even on the program.
Wow.
I wasn't even on the program. They just had, this boy's song is big. The other side, you guys could come with him. So they're like,
So they didn't even tell him the guy is here, take care of him, nothing. They just made sure you got there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Friday, we went Thursday, and the crusade started Friday. It was supposed to go for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So everybody does what they do, finish. Everybody knows the program. Everybody's on program. I do not know what is happening.
On.
I'm just...
You're just there.
I'm just roaming. I'm just there. So at about 2:30, is when we go down to the crusade grounds. So now I just sat under the stage with guys who were doing sound under there. Everybody sang. And when it was time for the pastor to come on stage, he hadn't arrived at the venue. You understand? So that's when they were like, oh, wait a minute. They told us Ganjaman is here.
I see what God is doing now.
They told us Ganjaman is here.
Yeah.
So somebody came and actually called me from under the stage. And like, yeah, they're calling you to go and sing. I jump on stage looking very, very funny, you know. I didn't even shower that night.
Yeah.
I didn't take a bath. So we're there. They called me on stage. When they called me on stage, they play the song, Ganja Man.
And the place goes crazy.
Next, I see in like 3 seconds, dust. You couldn't even see nobody.
Guys were just dancing.
And the people are just dancing and singing Ganja Man word for word. We are in northern Uganda.
Wow.
That is when Mama Irene actually really picked interest. She's like, who is this boy that is raising dust in this place? So she came and she stood just right in my face with her camera. Now I'm on stage, I actually also got overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You know,
the shock of seeing the impact of the song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so in the middle of the song, like I think it was about 40 seconds or a minute into the song, the big man comes in. And when the big man arrives, music has to go down. Exactly.
Oh
so the big man gets on stage to preach. The big man jumps on stage and the crowd is only chanting, Ganja Man.
They don't want to know who has come. They want the
Ganja
party to continue.
Ganja Man. So for like 5 seconds, he holds the mic and he's like, looks back and says, hey, George, I think these people still need you. Gives me back the microphone. They start the song again and the dust raises again. The whole grounds were like packed with people. I think it was about 50,000 people plus. You understand?
Yeah.
So that was the breaking ground. That is when Mama Irene really got interest in me. And she was like, who is this young boy? She told me she had never witnessed anything like that.
You know, the Bible says that he's the one that takes you from the dust and sits you with princes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So he took you from the dust and set you up
exactly
with the real bougie people at the point.
I came on the plane. The people that brought me on the plane never even talked to me for all the 3 days we were in Kitgum.
Yeah.
But God had already started his own thing.
Yeah.
And a short recap. We had a gig to go to Mbale.
Yeah.
And they were paying me 1.5. And then the gig was a Saturday gig.
Yeah.
And on Thursday, they tell me, no, we're going to, not even no, they said we're going to Kitgum. So my brother had come to my place. I told my brother, you have to go back to school. And even I, as a person, I have so many responsibilities. I can't go to Kitgum and leave the other Kamani.
Yeah.
But my brother told me, George, I don't know, but I have a feeling.
Which brother is this?
That's my young brother, Mota Gilbert. Yeah. He says,
you have two brothers.
Yeah. It's my young brother, Mota Gilbert. He says, George, I don't know, but I have a feeling you have to go the other side.
Yeah.
We went. I didn't even had no money to, print work. You probably when we get there, we could sell music or something like that. Me, I didn't know nothing. After performance, I'm walking down to go back under
the stage
where you
came from.
Mama Irene holds my hand and pulls me to her own seat.
Oh, wow.
On stage.
Wow.
So the ushers come to pull me away. I remember vividly, she beat one usher's hand and said, "Leave my son alone." So she sat me.
Wow.
When she sat me, they had to get another chair. When they brought another chair, they put it beside where I was seated because she was seated next to the pastor.
I need to read this scripture. Hold on a second. Israel, just help me with my phone. I'm going to tell you, I keep on, but I need to read this scripture.
So
because this is interesting.
I
Go
know.
on.
So her seat was next to the pastor's seat. You understand? So now she puts me in her own seat. They had to bring another chair, create space between another pastor this side and her so that I could sit.
Wow.
You see what God does?
Between the two of you.
From under to platform.
From
seated
platform
to
sitting with the owner of the...
You understand? So the pastor preaches. It was powerful. Crusade ended at about 9:30. When crusade ends, Mama Irene holds my hand and she takes me back with her to the center. But I remember as we went, the only words that would come out of her mouth, "You are my son. You are my son. You are my son." Those were her words. We get to the center. Now, at the center, they had built, below was offices.
First, wait, I need to read my scripture because my mind is still dealing with...
How does this happen?
Let me read this scripture. This is 1 Samuel.
Yes.
Chapter 2, verse 8.
Yes.
I'm reading from the New Living Translation.
Oh, yeah.
It says, "He lifts the poor from the dust and the needy from the garbage dump. He sets them among princes, placing them in seats of honor." Let me read that again. "Placing them in seats
of honor. Yes, sir.
For all the earth is the Lord's, and he has set the world in order."
Amen.
So that's him taking you from the dust.
And this one actually, the verse still relates to the other verse, Exodus chapter 3, verses 8.
Exactly.
You understand?
That's why I'm telling you, I am so blown away by these events because they have scriptures that actually validate them happening. Like they are playing out in this story.
Exactly.
So Mama Irene sits you with her.
Yeah. So pastor preaches, crusade is so powerful, ends about 9:30. And when we're done, she holds my hand.
Yeah.
Holds my hand, basically. Walks with me everywhere she went. She told me, telling me, "You're my son. You're my son. You're my son." So we go back to the center.
Yeah.
They had a building at the center.
Which center? For the Irene Gleason Foundation?
Yes. Yeah. Where I went and slept.
In the dormitory.
Exactly. But there was a building. It was a 2-story building.
Yeah.
Which I got to realize later. Below was like offices and dining.
Yeah.
Then the floor up was actually her home, like her house.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So we go. She sits me in a chair. She sits in. Immediately, she tells the cooks, get a rooster, get every good food you can get rice, my son has to eat.
You know what's interesting about that?
Yeah.
That reminds me about the story of the prodigal son when he came back home.
After squandering everything.
He comes home, they prepare a meal for him, they get all his robes for him. So this is you're now coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned in all this is that if you sell out to God, like fully, no games, no gimmicks.
Yeah.
You sell out to God and cry out and ask him to do things in your life.
Yeah.
He will do them. He will do them. We might never know how, but he surely does them. So she sits me in her seat. They cook. They prepare like a full course meal for just one person. You understand?
Who slept at the same place in a dormitory
Exactly.
days before, and nobody knew
You
him.
see things God can do. So after eating, it was about it was coming to about 11.
Yeah.
So she asks me, "Who are you?" I told her, "I'm George." Yeah, but who are you? I had never seen anything like this. Where do you come from?
And yet she had come to the church before.
Yes.
A number of times, actually,
Yes.
but had never seen you.
She was actually Butter's caretaker.
I remember.
Thank you so much.
I remember the whole story.
Yeah.
She this is the interesting thing. She had actually seen you, but didn't know you.
Exactly.
Because you were in Sauti, where Butter was. And that's where she found him,
And in
right?
church. I mean, the
Yes.
youth worshipped him.
Yes.
Butter is in the miracle teens and all that.
Yeah,
and she occasionally
understand
came.
that in church she probably missed you somehow because
yeah.
there were many people.
Oh, yeah.
But you were in a group
Yeah.
where she had someone she was taking care of.
Yes.
And she never saw you.
No.
Until this time.
Yes.
Wow.
That very night, I remember, it was about 11:30.
Yeah.
She told me, I normally go to bed at 8, but I feel so happy. I feel so excited. I just feel like I can actually even stay the whole night here with you. So in my mind, I'm like, what is this woman after?
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Because a lot of things are going through your
I'd
mind
had
at
a
this
couple
point.
of encounters where, grown-up ladies come and you've done ministry and they're like, whoa, you're so anointed.
Excited,
God is so good. God is going to do great with you. And as you walk with them, it turns to a different story,
Yeah, I understand.
So, is
What
it the
does this one
same?
want?
You understand?
Yeah.
So she asked me, did you carry any product? Product? What is product? Like CDs, like something? I'm like, in that moment, the street in me arose. I was like, if I say no, I'm probably gonna miss out on money or something. So like, yeah. She's like, how many CDs do you carry? I'm like, we carried 15. I did not carry anything. Carried about 15. It's like, okay, 15. How much do you sell each? Like 10,000. It's like, okay, 10,000, 15, that's 150,000, yeah? I'm going to give you that. She kept on looking at me. So when she said, I'm going to give you that, I didn't say anything. Like, oh, wow. So she's like, it's not enough? Okay, I'm going to give you 1 million shillings.
Oh, wow.
I'd been in a ministry the past 2 years and even 50,000 at once
you would line up
was a really, really, really big struggle.
No, you would line up for, because I remember all those stories.
Forget about the lining up, having 20,000 in pocket.
Your pocket.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So she's like, I'm going to give you 1 million. My blood boiled. I started sweating. She's like, but you don't seem happy. 1 million is not enough. She walks and goes to her bedroom. She comes back down and hands me an envelope. And the envelope had 3 million shillings in it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So she's like, oh, give me my CDs. So I tell her, I'm sorry, the ones we brought are a bit faulty. But in the morning, I'm going to go to town. They told me there's a place in town where I can, rectify this problem, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have no CDs,
Yeah.
So, man, I came stranded and now things are starting to happen. I'm like, whoa, what is this? Anyway, second day crusade, amazing. Same song, third day, same song. I was blown away myself at what God could do. So after the crusade, she took my number, and we come back to Kampala. I will never forget, even when we got to the airport, they left me there without even transport.
Yeah.
You know, but I had 3 million in my pocket. I was
They
very,
just
very
made
okay.
sure they brought you back to Kampala, sort
Exactly.
yourself out.
You know,
Yeah.
I had 3 million in my pocket. I booked myself a special hire from the airport to Mengo. You understand? My brother was home.
Yeah.
And I told him, school fees is done. You're going back to school.
Wow.
Upkeep is done. You're going back to school. You know? So I send him back, and after 2 weeks, he comes back. I remember we're in the house. She called me again after 2 weeks. After those 2 weeks, they had an event in Kitgum. It was like a youth event. They used to organize youth awards and things for, you know, the kids in the no.
Oh, in the organization.
In the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she tells me, George, my son, I really, really want you to come back. We're organizing this event, and I want you to be the judge of the whole event. And
Wow.
what would it take? I'm like, I don't know, Mama. What? She's like, no worries. We are going to charter for you. We will charter for you a plane from Entebbe. It will bring you to Gulu, and we will pick you up from Gulu.
Okay.
So that time I went with my brother. Event was amazing. After that, we came back to Kampala. She went to Australia, and I did not know when she went back to Australia, I was the talk of everywhere she went.
Wow.
Next, I see myself the following year in Australia. You understand?
Now you're starting to travel internationally.
Exactly. She even made me the peace ambassador for the organization.
Wow.
You understand? And I remember one thing she told me: when it comes to your ministry, I'm going to do everything I can, because I know you are Grammy material. I have no doubt you can win a Grammy one day, one time.
Wow.
You understand? She made my ministry an excellent ministry. You understand? From Ganjaman, we started, that then came Igwe.
Yeah.
Then came Prophecy. Then came I Am Walking. But all these projects, like Ganjaman was my first big song, but Igwe was my first big project, like visually and all that, you know.
Oh, at this point you're making expensive videos.
Exactly, you know.
The whole of East Africa is talking about
exactly.
you, awards,
Yeah.
you know.
3 years down the road, when you know why it's, even when they bring you in, it's not very easy to, you know, trust you with finances and all that. So after 3 years of working with her is when she opened up and said, you know what, George, I think it's time for us to start building your legacy. You understand? And do big things. We had actually just seen a piece of land close to the lake in Entebbe, and we had negotiated she was going to buy that. And I didn't know that year is when actually she was going to go to be with the Lord, you know. 2023, we are in America. We're on Daystar TV. After Daystar TV, after a very, very, very successful interview, because we were raising money to come back and build a women's and children's hospital back in Kitgum, you know. Something even happened on that set, something that had never happened the whole, you know, Daystar
history
of Daystar, you know. In like 45 minutes, we had already raised $150,000
Oh, wow.
with Mama's story and my story. People were calling in tears and just giving to the cause, you know.
Yeah.
But I remember after that night, we are in the hotel room where they had put us, and I hear her sobbing about 3 a.m. in the morning. You know, so I go and knock, and I'm like, hey, Ma, what's the problem? She's like, no, I was just praying. I'm just praying and all that. So I go back to my room. After like another 5 minutes, I hear her sob again. So I just bust the door open. And when I bust the door open, she was there in tears. I said, Mom, we just had a successful interview. What could be the problem? You know, she's like, son, I'm in so much pain. I've had cancer for 3.5 years, but I didn't know how to tell you, you know. So the following morning, we went back to Daystar offices. They talked to somebody. This was like the second best surgeon in America, and he had heard the story already on Daystar. So he offered to, you know, do an operation on her for free. For free.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So we all get excited, you know. They take her in, and when they cut her open, she had a tumor pressing on her stomach and her heart. Big tumor.
Oh, wow.
Pressing on the stomach and her heart. And the doctor said, if we dare touch it, we kill her immediately. So they put her back, and we lost all hope, man. From Australia for her, from America for her, she went back to Australia, and we came back to Africa. When it didn't take long. It was about a month. She was gone, and that was the beginning of the roller coaster of problems and things and issues, and getting to understand how people work and think and be. You know, it was crazy. It was crazy.
So in that time, things are looking up, you're buying cars, you're the fashionista you are, you're on everybody's lips, you're at every event, every nightclub, everybody's inviting you for events.
But Ganjaman had already done so well.
Yeah.
Even with the fact that I was not yet there.
Yeah.
You know, but Ganjaman had already gone
before
way before me. Yeah.
And you're socialite at that, like everyone wants to have you at your event.
The event, yes.
And then you get married.
Yes.
Let's talk about that side of you, family.
Yeah.
So you get married to
you know,
your young girlfriend, your teenage girlfriend.
Yes. You know, I just come from the streets.
Yes.
I've been my own father. I've been my own mother. I've been my own guidance. I think because of the background, I made a number of mistakes that I look back today and say, if I knew better, probably I wouldn't have done this like this. I would have done this better and all that.
Yeah.
Brenda had just left school, joined the choir I was with.
Part of,
Yeah, and she is the only person that really cared about me, like genuinely, you would see.
Yes.
She became my tight friend and all that. Even when I never had uniform, she would make sure she improvises for me to have uniform. So she became my very, very, very tight friend. We worked together 1.5 years as friends, and you know, things happened. You know, she got pregnant. And when she got pregnant, I remember her telling me, George, I cannot have this baby because my dad will kill me. You understand? I can't. But now me, I had this fear inside me.
And at this point, her dad actually wasn't in the country, right?
Her dad lives in the UK.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm like, I would have let her boat actually, you know, but then the fear of, because I had heard of a story in not even heard, I'd seen a story in Kisenyi. A girl got pregnant.
Kisenyi is in the ghetto where you are.
Actually not Kisenyi, in Nakulavye.
Oh, okay.
Nakulavye, in Chiyai.
Yeah.
Because when I left the streets, that's where I went first before I joined church.
Okay.
I'd seen an incident. A girl had gotten pregnant. She was afraid of what her parents would do if they knew of the pregnancy, because she had gotten pregnant with a moyaye, who, you know, one of the boys.
Bad boys around.
Exactly. So the fear of her parents getting to know led her to abort.
Yeah.
And I think she went to a substandard clinic to get the abortion done, and unfortunately she lost her life.
Yeah.
So that stuck with me. And when Brenda told me I can't do this, I have to abort, I told her, no, you're not going to abort. If you're pregnant and it's my child, I want to see how it looks like.
Yeah.
So I think after that she told her mom.
Yeah.
She told her mom. Her mom is a very, very kind,
Very
loving.
I actually met her early this year.
Yeah.
I didn't remember her. And
Mrs. Mwanje.
she introduced herself to me. She's like, I'm Brenda's mama.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, very
She's
sweet lady.
She's an amazing woman.
Yeah.
She's an amazing woman. So when she heard of it, her first word also was,
how do we tell you?
Oh God, how do we tell you?
Who is not even in the
Who
country?
is not even in the
It's
country.
different when you're going to go home and say, Dad, now you know.
Yeah.
But it's not in the country.
More so.
Yeah.
Who is the father of the child? You understand?
A very irresponsible young man who has become famous.
You know? Hey.
Yeah.
It was not easy.
Yeah.
It was not easy at all. But we bless God. We went through it. She gave birth to my firstborn, that is Hezekiah. Hezekiah Lubega. Very, very handsome young man who has actually made 8. He's 18 now. He's 18 now. He's doing his senior 4.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, he's doing his senior 4. Yeah. So when Mama Irene came in my life,
yes,
and life had flipped,
yeah,
it took me back then. And I'm like, I think the best thing I would do is to show her I'm responsible.
Yes.
And marry her.
Oh,
you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you're a young man, no guidance.
Yeah.
You came off the streets. You are your own
just
parent.
doing whatever you think.
You're just excited. You're just excited, and then even the pressure of church.
I was going to say that.
You understand?
The pressure from church, because church is normally
it's something we have to talk about.
Marry her.
Exactly.
They don't think of the dynamics. Do you people know each other?
Exactly.
Are you able to sustain the relationship? Are you able to look
Are you even
after
compatible?
A child? Are you
those
all
things?
those things? Yeah.
Because but life is life.
Yeah.
And God does beautiful. You know, we married, and we worked 4 years. But unfortunately, I think we were just not compatible, or I just got excited and chose responsibility. Probably I wasn't ready for.
Yes.
Like I've said, I've made enough mistakes that I look at today, and I'm like, I wish I had somebody in my life to, I would have done better, but children are a great blessing.
They are.
A great, I mean, I love my children, and they remind me of where they shouldn't go. My children remind me a lot of what I should do for them not to be where exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So we worked 4 years, and we I think we just both realized maybe we were young, or we were just not compatible.
You were better off as friends.
Probably, maybe the pressures of you've made somebody's daughter pregnant, and you just want to be responsible, because we were both young. I was young,
I know.
Yeah. So, but we did 4 good years, and we got to a place where we had we were becoming toxic with each other, really. And we chose to separate and raise our children. And but I bless God that today Brenda is one of my greatest friends and confidants. You know, we are raising 3 amazing boys, and she's an amazing mother, and she's a very, very patient woman. Brenda is also an amazing soul, man.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful soul.
A great friend too.
Yeah.
I've been friends. Actually, did I know Brenda before you? Yeah, I knew Brenda before
I don't
you.
think so.
Yes, because
Really?
I remember there were times every time I'd call you and something had happened, you'd ask, what has Brenda told you?
Oh,
Because I and Brenda was so tight. She's an amazing soul. Because you remember in youth worship team,
is it the Brenda, my Brenda, or another
Yes,
Brenda? Because
your
there was
Brenda.
another Brenda.
Not that Brenda.
Oh, okay, okay.
Your Brenda.
Okay, yeah.
Because you remember they were good friends with Grace.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So that's how I knew Brenda. And
Yeah.
I actually knew Brenda before Grace.
Really?
Yes.
That means you knew
I
her.
and Brenda was so
You
tight.
knew her way before I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So every time I'd be like, George, and I'd be telling her, what has George done to you now? So yeah, that's to say she's an amazing soul. She loves
is.
God.
She is.
She loves her children,
She is,
your
and
children. She loves people.
She's
She's a pure spirit.
She's one of the most hardworking women I know.
So what was the biggest challenge with you raising kids in the whole celebrity space? Because that's a hard space.
It's very hard.
You are out at night, like your day started like at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Until 6 a.m.
Yeah. To say 4, 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but you know, by the grace of God, you manage. And then my own when I look back at my own life, how I grew up, we're a number of children from different mothers.
Yes.
And that alone did not give me a good child foundation. You know, so but it's a blessing in disguise that when I look at my own children, I don't want them to be like I was. I don't want them to grow up like I grew up. You imagine a guy like me. You've raised your own self. You don't have a mother, you don't have a father. You understand, probably I would be having like 25 children already from
like one of your friends in the Mayanja family.
I mean, you know,
that guy has what, 40 kids?
It's a lie.
For real? It's not a lie.
No, I don't think it's true. Sam, come on.
For real. Let me tell you why it's real.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many children are in the family Bobby Wine comes from?
There's many. That one there's
like
many.
About how many?
Maybe it's a huge family. But that family is a blessing, man. I love the way those guys are united and how they develop each other and how they love each other.
So what makes you think the other Mayanja cannot have 40 kids?
Anyway, that's a story of another day.
Anyway, moving on forward.
Yeah. Yeah. So at the back of my mind, my greatest fear is to see my children grow and live a life I lived. You know, before God, you really, really flipped my life and all that. You know, even with all the challenges, I fight so hard for them never to test what I tested or the life I lived. You understand? I love my children with my life. They are everything to me. You understand? When I look at them, they remind me of a better version of the child I was.
Yes.
You know? And
there's one who is a splitting image of you. What's that?
Hosea, the last one. Hosea.
Hosea, yeah. That's like photocopy of you.
Yeah. Hi, Hosea. A time Hosea came in, we were we were at loggerheads already.
Yeah.
And I remember Brenda told me she was pregnant with Jose, and I told her that's not my child.
You know, the interesting thing is, she actually didn't tell me she was pregnant because we used to talk on and off.
Yeah.
Then one day, I meet her. I'm
Yeah.
like, Brenda.
What's happening? What did you eat today?
I'm like, I think we met at an event. I don't remember. It was a concert. I'm like, Brenda, whose child is this? And she's like, who else?
Who else would it to be?
I'm like, George, no, because I knew you guys had.
She was I think 3 months pregnant.
Yeah.
When we decided to part ways, but she never told me.
Yeah.
And then we were all up in our feelings, all up in our, I mean, I was young.
Yeah.
I was young. I know better today.
So she tells you I'm pregnant, and you're like, that's
and I'm
not
like,
my child.
no, it can't. It
We parted ways. It can't
how?
be.
3 months?
Yeah.
How? It can't be mine.
Yeah.
But when she gave birth,
and then God does, he's like, I'm going to show you this is your child. Photocopy.
That was the greatest wall of shame I had to
to look at yourself, splitting image of who you are.
He looks just like me.
Yeah.
And man, he's an amazing young boy.
Yeah.
An amazing young boy. So soft.
Yeah.
So kind. You know me,
I know.
But he missed.
How old is he? 6?
He's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 6.
I'm about 6.
Yeah.
How do you feel as a father seeing your children growing up?
I bless God every other day. Like I said, I look at my children and they remind me of who I was. The painful childhood I had.
Yeah.
But when I look at them, it brings me a certain joy because they will never have to see what I saw. They will never have to go through what I went through. They have guidance I never had. They have a father and mother I never had. You understand?
Yeah.
They wake me up every morning to go and fight so hard to make sure they have a better life. They matured me as a young man.
Yeah.
You understand? My children on a daily help me refocus, help me put myself back in line, because unfortunately me, I don't have a people where I go to for guidance and all that. It's me, my God, and my life.
Yeah.
That's how it has been.
Why
the people that God put in my life. God took that's one of them is Mama Irene.
Yes.
You understand? And those that I thought were with me in this work, soon as Mama Irene passed on, I realized I was just working with them. We had no relationship whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. It's something. Continue. I'll say what I'm going to say.
No. Go ahead.
I've learned something over the life in Bible college and everything.
Yeah.
There's people that God brings in our lives. I'll give an example. We normally refer to them as scaffolding.
Yeah.
You know, in the building, like they're putting up an arcade, there's scaffolding they put around the building to climb.
Oh,
to help them
yeah.
build.
Yeah.
And God places some of these people in our lives as scaffolding. They're there to help you build and become the person that God intends for you
to become.
To be. But because we do not have this knowledge, and the hardest thing is African culture, everyone is your friend.
Yeah.
So my wife is American. Every time I talk to her and I say, my friend, she's like, which friend? Because now we've separated it to friend. I know. Friend, like your friend.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I know your friend. This is a new one. Friend from when? I'm like, no, not friend like friend. I don't know them like that. But in Africa, You meet someone, 5 minutes, they're your friend.
And
so because of that, everyone is our friend. And that somehow puts unrealistic expectations of other people in our lives. And that's something we need to learn. It's something that I've done consciously. There are people I know now. I've learned to operate differently in every space. I know if it's music, there's a what do they call them? They're friends that are just for a season. They're transactional friends.
Yeah, friends. Yes.
It's business.
Oh yes.
I want to call it friends. They're transactional relationships. It's business. Hey, what's happening? I have a gig. I need your help with this. And that's the space we operate. They don't cross into my personal. They don't know what time I sleep. Most of them don't know where I live. They don't know nothing about my family. All they have is my phone number and the things we do in common. Then there are good friends who they're really friends. I'll say, George, I don't have money. I need 10K chibubi. Oh man, my brother has passed this and this. And then there are those, then there's others who are mentors, who are confident. So I can say, my marriage is suffering. I got myself in a sticky place. How do you think I can, pray for me? And without the knowledge of all these things, we often we give people more leverage in our relationships, in our lives, to affect us negatively.
I think all that comes from how you were raised.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Me, being that I grew up on the streets.
Yeah.
Everybody you were with, that was your family.
Yes, I get it.
You understand?
Yeah.
And on the streets, we all looked out for each other with our lives. As long as
because
we were,
for you it's survival.
Exactly. As long as we were in the same group, you understand?
Yeah.
You are my brother, I am your brother. You are my father, I'm your father. We are everything to each other.
Yeah.
So I came with that mindset
into the church
space. You understand? Yeah. And coming from nothing, and you see God create for you everything without your involvement or input or anything. Because the people that have gotten you out of nothing and made something out of you are not even related with you.
Yes.
They are just people you have met. So
and they're promising you things.
Exactly. Forget about those the promise, the people that have done things for you, really.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So I was just this naive, happy, blessed young man.
Yes.
Where I shared the blessing I got with everybody, and I thought everybody that says brother and friend was really meaning brother and friend.
Like you know it, that you're my ride or die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then I realized later, after I got my greatest challenge, that I was only living with Judases. And I mean Judas not in a bad way, you understand, because Judas walked with Jesus for a purpose.
Yeah.
You understand? So I also realized I had most of those in my life. You understand? And when I hit a wall, none of them were there to stand with me.
Yes.
To hold my hand. You understand? To even pat my back and say, George, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Because if I had people like that in my life, probably after the death of Mama Irene, I wouldn't have run into depression.
Yes.
You understand? Because it really, really, really messed me up. I just lost a mother. 3 months down the road, I lose my position in the organization.
Yes.
Because I thought...
Because now it was attached to her also.
Exactly.
Yes.
And once she was gone, then I became the black sheep. I never knew I was. I was with everybody. Oh, we are all happy. We are all working towards the same goal. Mama Irene passes. You lose your job. Your allowances cut. Everything is cut. Everything is gone, basically. You understand? And then even the people I would fall back to that I believed were like family before Mama Irene came in, they also turned their back on me.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was left hanging, and one of them is a person I fought tooth and nail for. I gave my whole life because I thought I was you know
family.
And then I realized most of the people you walk life with are transactional.
Yes, that's a hard reality.
Yeah, it's a hard truth.
Yeah,
it took me 8 years to get to a place where I'm like, okay, George,
this is
what it is.
Yeah,
but God got you. Otherwise, hey, me, I would have been dead, long gone. I got to a place where I started contemplating suicidal again. Not just contemplation. I got to a place where I thought it was better to die than to stay alive.
I had a story that you were once poisoned. Was that true?
Not I was. I was about to poison my own self.
Oh, okay.
If I did not have children, I think I would have done it.
Take us to the story of your depression, because then that also came as a shocker to very many people, because people thought you're okay.
Yeah.
Then you disappeared a bit.
Yes.
And then you actually talked about your depression after you came out of it.
Yes.
Yep. You know, most people will fall off the rails and then they'll say, oh, so and so is depressed, and then they'll talk about the depression, which you didn't do. You vanished, and then you resurfaced after a while and talked about it. Tell us about that season. What was the cause? Is this all from the time Mama passed away and all these challenges that got you into there? Just let us know.
I'm the type of person that sells hope at every level.
Yeah.
So when I'm going through my own challenges, I don't know how to put them public. The only thing I actually regret was putting my relationship and the troubles of my relationship public. That's the only thing I regret in life.
Why do you regret that?
Because, like I said, I was young. Yeah. You don't know how to handle so many things and emotions. Time. Yes. So we were both angry at each other for whatever happened. And every time I was asked about it publicly, I would
lash out.
You understand? Which was not a good thing at all.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the girl I was lashing out to was only good to me.
Yeah.
We just failed, but she has never been
bad to
me in any way. Yeah. You understand? And now, after a long time, after understanding that, it was a moment of, it was a negative life moment at the moment, but I should have handled it probably better, different, you know. But I mean, like I said, you're just a young boy and life has hit you. You're learning on job, you know. So I did so many things that I shouldn't have done the way I did them. If I really had people in my life that would say, George here, George this, George that, George that. You understand?
Yeah.
But God is a good God. God is a very good God that through it all, He has taught me lessons I probably wouldn't have learned, you know?
True. So where did you go? I'm still on the depression part.
Yes.
You've jumped.
Yes.
Where did you go? Like, where were you at this point?
I was in my space, man. Because I got to a place, I'm not gonna lie, when I lost everything, I got to a place where I felt like, damn, life is worthless. Life is useless.
Just hold on. Sorry to cut you short.
Yeah.
People need to know. I know a bit of your backstory because we've been close over the years.
Of course.
Many people don't know.
Yeah.
When you say everything, people are going to think it's, you lost your mother and that's everything. People don't know you lost your house, you lost your cars, you lost your money. You get what I mean? Like you need to give the concept of everything. People might think, you feel, you know, like You know?
I almost lost my house actually to a money lender.
Yeah. Almost. You still have it.
No, I don't have it. Like
okay.
it had to be a long court thing where they agreed, they allowed me a short time to sell. Otherwise, he was.
Oh, so it's either they take it or
Yeah,
you sell and give him his money.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, my house went for peanuts.
Yeah.
And
those are the stories I want, because that gives the velocity, the weight of
Yeah.
what you went through. That's why
Yeah.
I'm trying to quantify
dig.
lost.
Yeah.
Because when you say lost, it's like he lost, people die, someone died. It's not your whole livelihood. These are things I earned, these are things I worked for, these are precious gifts I was gifted that were rewards of my hard work over the years. That's why I want you to go into those places so that people see the magnitude of, this is why he went into depression.
Yeah.
Not this guy woke up in the morning
and
he's lost his mom and he's just
he
decided
just
he's just an entitled child who's crying and locking himself in the room. You know what I mean?
When I worked for Mama Irene,
yes,
of course, you're with your mother. You do not expect them to leave any moment.
Anytime,
And then out of the blue, boom, cancer drives them away.
Yeah.
And when cancer drives them away, you realize even the people you were working with, you know, they were just transactional.
Yes.
They were not family like you thought. And everything flipped.
Now you're thrown off balance without even knowing what's happening next.
I had an allowance of about 12 million a month.
Yeah.
Which was immediately cut off as soon as Mama Irene died.
Yeah.
You understand? 3 months into it. First, they cut it into half, and then they cut the whole thing. Now, I have about 120 kids I'm taking care of that are not my children.
Oh, wow.
They lived in Rubaga. Then, you know, my own responsibilities with my children.
Yes.
Because my children, I chose to put my children in good schools. Yes. Everything I never had, I wanted
to give them a good life.
I wanted them to have. So all that is gone in a blink.
Yeah.
You understand? And I had taken a loan. We were servicing something.
Yeah.
Of course, it is very private, something I cannot say.
Yeah. That's okay.
And the loan took a toll on me because the source was already cut off.
Yeah.
The loan became so big. But this guy actually wanted the house. He never even cared about the money. Exactly.
He just wanted to take your house.
So when the interest accumulated, actually, I remember one time he came home and he told me, tofaayo mutabani ebintu bya ssente bwe bityo babibaawo naye kaakati nze kantwale wano.
Wow.
You know? Oh God. First it was the cars.
Yes.
Clear up interest.
Oh, so he would attach the car every time there's an interest to clear. He comes for a car.
Because
comes for a second one.
Yeah. Because every month that passed that I hadn't paid the interest, there was an interest on an interest.
Penalties.
Thank you so much. You understand? So to minimize on that, I chose to give up the cars.
Wow, that
you
must
understand?
Have been painful.
Very
painful.
You
loved your cars.
Very painful.
Cars.
Very painful.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually we got to a place where I had to, you know, sell within a short period of time.
Yeah.
So that I pay back this guy's money and also let my family have a good start somewhere. You know.
Because now they'd been taken out of the house.
Thank you so much.
Oh wow, that's so painful.
You know, I and even the separation at the moment, and then down at the valley where I thought that was family, I realized it was only transactional.
And then you have extra kids you're looking after, who look up to you, and now
you understand
feeding. How many kids?
120. Food, school fees.
All that now is abruptly cut off.
Everything
and
is
that
cut
weight
off.
is all
And
on
now
your shoulders.
the weight is on my shoulders. You have no one to cry to. You have no one to talk to. You have no one to hold your hand and tell you, no, it's going to get better. All you see is
loss after
loss after loss after loss, and betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. Where I was, I went back to drugs. This is mom passed 2013.
Yeah.
2014, I went back to drugs so bad, because that became my only friend
To numb
the pain.
Yeah.
It was killing me slowly.
At this time, you're doing what drugs? Because I know it wasn't marijuana.
It was marijuana.
Oh, okay.
I want to thank God for one thing.
I was just trying to.
You're crazy. I want to thank God for one thing.
Yes.
I have raised my own self, but I want to bless God for one thing, that
you've taught yourself one lesson.
everything that has happened in my life, the only drug I have taken is marijuana.
Not the lines.
No, those I don't know. One time, while I was still on the streets, actually, I tried cigarette and it choked me. That was the last day I ever took a cigarette, and I want to thank God for that. So when all these things happened, 2015, 2014, I've lost everything. I mean, my mind, my mind is going crazy. My heart is racing, thinking of now, how do I take care of family? How do I hold my children together? How do I keep the lifestyle?
Yes, because you've already built a profile that is up there.
Thank you so much. Forget about even my own profile. My children.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be a disappointment.
Yeah, to the point, my children went to the same school with the children of the organization director. Now, when children start to resent children, you understand,
that's another whole
something
pain.
is happening with the parents.
Yes.
It got to that point. Oh God, I was so hurt. I was so hurt.
Yeah.
I got back to marijuana, became my friend. I remember I would take like 20 sticks on a daily.
Wow.
I got to a place where, even the media is reporting every negative, you understand.
Yeah.
When I was disappointed in the valley, I had friends who were, in the bars, and they would drink and all that. Those became my people, because they would help me here and there.
Yeah.
And, they would tell me, George, you know what? For us, we know you have God. You will get back. But for now, let us enjoy this life.
Let's
forget the pain,
all that. Yeah.
And while I was doing that, the media also turned on me and started pushing
Of course,
negative.
they like bad news.
You understand? He has become an alcoholic. He's a druggie. He's in clubs. He's in this and that. But all that time, I was going through the worst of my life.
Yeah.
And losing everything would be okay. But the thought of disappointment from the people I held high in esteem, I fought battles for, that could have actually taken my own life. You understand? The things I know that I could not say.
Yeah.
And then these people look you in the eyes and they tell you there's nothing they can do for you.
Oh, wow.
It really put me in a very, very dark space. A very dark space, in which space, if it wasn't really for God, I don't think I would still be alive. Because I remember 2018, 23rd December, my guys called me at night. That night is the night I decided to take my own life. Said, let me go to the club and drink myself stupid, so I drive and crash in a car accident. At least if they report, they report Exodus died in a car crash than saying bamusanze mu nyumba
nga yesse.
You know. And that incident became the turning point of my life. I remember very well, it was about 5:30 in the morning. I woke up and I had hit the concrete at Kabira and 9 poles rammed into somebody's Range Rover. So bad. Woke up and I'm on cuffs.
What?
Yes. I woke up and I was on cuffs, you know.
Wow.
Looking at the officer's badge. Fortunate enough, he was a choli. So at that moment, I tell him, you know what? I'm dealing with so much. This night was my last night, actually. So when I talked to him, he took the cuffs off. He called breakdown. They took my junk. And I was there at Kabira, security and all that. The owner, they called the owner of the Range Rover because he was resident in Kabira.
Yeah.
You know. But hey, Sam, I've gone through things, but through all of them, I have seen God carry me step by step, by step by step. Because this guy came out, looked at his car, mashed all. The whole back was
Gone.
It's gone. You know, he looked at his car, looked at me, looked at the security guys and told him, leave this boy alone. He has a lot of problems.
By the time a person who doesn't
You understand?
know you
He does
looks
not
at you
know
and
you.
says
He
you
comes
have a
out.
lot of
His
problems.
car. You've wrecked his car.
Yeah.
What you expect is. I mean, I at that point, whatever would happen, I was okay with it.
Yeah.
I was okay with it. But this gentleman comes out. He was in a gown, a pink gown. Looks at his car, looks at me and says to the security guys, this boy has a lot of problems. You just let him be. Me, I'll fix my car. We are talking about like 18 point something million in damage.
Wow.
Oh, look, I mean, that can only be God.
God.
That can only be God. And at that time, I go back to where I stay. I'd just entered the house, slept for like 30 minutes. And the landlord's children, because he had left the property now to his children. That's another story.
Yeah.
If we go into it, it will be a long time.
They come knocking
they come,
at the
they
door.
knock, and man, they said the most shameful thing anybody can say to anybody. You know, you call yourself a star. You cannot even pay rent. We are going to call media here on you. We are going to put you on book a day.
Wow.
It was a crazy one. But then at that moment, I remember I had a voice speak to me and say, just imagine you crushed like 30 people walking on the roadside going to work that morning. How would you have dealt with that? You know? You want to die. How are you going to leave your children? Who is going to take care of your children? I mean, who would take care of your children better than you? You want them to go through the same cycle you went through? That is what started to help me regain myself, start to think positively, start to think about everything and think about life as, you know what, if God has not taken life from you, he still has a purpose with you. If you have not lost yourself with everything you have gone through the past 8 years, that means God still wants you here and he still has a purpose and a plan for your life. You understand?
Yes.
If you don't pick up, then why did you do everything you did in the first place? You understand? So from that moment is when I started speaking to myself, started regaining myself. I remember after a week, I felt so sick, I blacked out in the house. Mota came, I'd blacked out. Mota picked me from the house. And
Mota is your younger brother.
My young brother.
Yeah.
And he took me to Kololo Hospital.
Yeah.
There was a doctor friend of his there. You understand? We go there and they check everything, and I was okay, but I was dying inside. At that moment is when the doctor, because I remember they actually gave me an injection to sleep. I slept for they told me I slept for 4 hours straight non-stop. I'd gone for 2 years without sleep. 2 years non-stop without sleep. So it's that doctor who told me, and he said, George, you see, people lose things. People lose things. But why do you want to end your life? Because you've lost things. And if you do not wake up, you're either going to run mad or you're going to die. It is up to you. Who is going to take care of your children?
Yeah.
You understand? I was that depressed. I was in that state. But man, I bless God for my children, man. I bless God for my children, because probably if I didn't have them,
it will be over.
I was okay to take my life after everything I'd seen. And what hurt me most is not actually losing the things I lost. No. The disappointment from the people I thought were family.
Yeah.
The people I stood with through thick and thin. The people I, gave my life to build their ministries. Because
Yes.
I was like, what God has given you freely, you share with them. How would they see God if you do not raise them?
Yeah.
You understand? And all those people turned against me. Even in the valley, they turned their back on me. You understand? That was what was really, really killing me.
Yeah.
You understand? But I thank God 2021 is when I really got my total healing.
That's
and got
great.
back on my feet and started focusing on, helping mostly the young people mentally.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's where we are right now.
So have you been able to go back to church, or you felt like church? Not a specific church. I'm saying church in general.
You generally you can never run away from church.
Yes.
I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
I'm a believer, and I've seen
minister.
God, and a minister.
Yeah.
That's very profound. That's very powerful. And a minister.
Yeah.
In that case, I've seen God do so much in my life than the building
Yeah.
and what goes on in the building.
Yeah.
You understand? So you can't run away from church, because the Bible calls us the temple.
Yeah.
You are the church. You yourself is the church of God. You understand? And I believe every challenge we go through in life is only preparing you for another level in ministry. Me, I believe that now. You understand? Probably be a pillar for people who would have gone through the same mistakes you have gone through. But now you have the opportunity to help them see life in a totally different light and help guide them in the direction that's different from what they would have gone through
to, yeah.
Exactly. And God has been really, really faithful. Yeah, he has.
That's great. One for me, hearing your stories just shows me how much God loves us.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of my favorite song of yours
Yeah.
recently in the last few months, actually last few months. It's a song that I hear that brings tears to my eyes. Guess what song that is?
You Love Me.
That song.
When we did that song,
Yeah.
I actually recorded that song in tears. I was going through the worst of my life. But then it couldn't stop me to think about the goodness of the Lord even through the turmoil. You understand? There were moments where I didn't know how I was going to survive the next day, and out of the blue, God would send you an angel. God would do things basically, and you're like, oh, things that would really show you, wow,
Yeah. God really
this
loves
is
me.
God.
Yeah.
This is really God, and He still, cares about me, and He still loves me, and He still has my hand, and He still holds me. You understand?
Yeah.
Man, you love me. Oh yes, He does.
That song.
He does.
That's a very powerful message.
He does. Yeah.
And for me, the blessing is that even these struggles and challenges and everything that's happened is still stories being told about your exodus. You see God's hand in every situation.
Oh yeah.
Which is basically your ministry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because God has strategically placed you in a space that not many people can stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be able to talk to people in church and outside church. And for me, I believe that it's these situations that validate you being outside church.
Yeah.
Because these are situations that people in church necessarily won't have the opportunity to face. I call it opportunity because in hindsight, they form you. They're not just bad things.
Yeah.
They're things that are hard that God is using to form the man on
Diamond.
this Exodus journey.
Diamond is formed under pressure.
In the rough, yes. So
and gold is purified by fire.
Yes.
So yeah.
So the people in the church are not in the furnace of this gold, so they cannot understand, or they cannot relate with it. But the people that God has called you to reach in the day-to-day life are people who are facing the similar.
I remember the first
challenges.
time we actually talked about my depression story.
Yes.
While we were going through it, in my mind there was a voice saying, "You're shaming yourself."
I know. Everybody would.
Why are you even talking about this?
Yeah.
But to my surprise, when that story came out, the following day, you go to the comment section and over 5,000 people are saying, "Thank you for speaking out. I am going through this. I am dealing with this. I don't even know I was going to leave the next day." So those messages alone really, really encouraged me. And I was like, oh, okay, wow. I think I went through this fire for a purpose.
Yes.
And because of this fire, probably even ministry is going to go to another level and even be, now you're doing ministry from a point of understanding ministry, not from a point of, oh, wow, I was from the streets and God blessed me and, we did this. You understand? It's a totally different story. Yeah.
It's the Job story that God is using this for His glory.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
These are things that have happened and
Yeah.
God has taken me out of it.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
when you get
I
to
know,
Job,
I know actually a lot of people out there have been hurt by church.
Yeah.
So many. I have stories I can tell because when I came out, a lot of people sent me messages. A lot of people, I talk to people on a daily, trying to encourage them to keep on, to move, to that there is better with life. You understand? I know there's a lot of people out there that have been hurt by church.
Yeah.
But I want to tell them that church is not a building. Church is you.
Yeah.
Church is you. And the things that you have gone through are the things that are actually going to shape the minister.
Preach.
The great minister you haven't even seen yet.
Yes.
Because you can't have a testimony without a test.
Yeah.
You understand? God does not use people who have had life on a silver plate. He does not.
It does not benefit the kingdom.
He has to create a story for you. He has to build a testimony for you, and a very strong testimony. Things that you're not just going to speak about to say, oh, I didn't know how I could get on the microphone. I had phobia for stage and all that. No, but real life stories that when you speak of, you understand somebody who is actually on the verge of killing themselves would rethink their life. You understand?
Yeah.
Somebody that thinks, oh man, family gave up on me, everybody left me alone. And when they hear your story, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. There's a God who actually really, really, really cares. You
Yes.
understand? And values me as a person.
Yeah.
You understand? So, you know, just don't look at what people have done. People are people. People will always be people.
True.
Even the ones we hold high in esteem are people. They're still people. You understand? But if you hold on to the God that you began with, you know, the God that showed you a light you walked with until you got into challenges, that God, if you hold on to, you know, will give you the real meaning of ministry and the purpose of your life.
Amen. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So our time is fast spent.
Fast spend. It always
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, you have amazing stories,
It always
and I'm
does.
glad that you have stories that are relatable to people who are born again and are not born again. Basically, the people God has called you to. I remember when you came out with your story, when you started to intently speak about your challenges with depression.
Yes, yes.
I had many people asking, "Is this saying the truth? Are these things real?" I'm like, that's his story.
Yeah.
You cannot, it's his story, you know?
True. Yeah.
No one can validate your story except you.
Yeah,
I cannot
yeah,
say,
yeah, true.
I didn't die.
Yeah.
You know, it's your story and you have a right to tell your story.
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends, Maurice Kiria, asked
yes.
me, and he's like, "Bro, did you hear Exodus's story?" I said, "Yeah, I heard it." He's like, "I'm glad that he was able to stand up and come out and tell people the reality of life,
Because so
especially
many
as an artist."
don't.
Yeah.
And that's how people end up in mental facilities and probably never even recover.
Yeah.
You understand? Because my life has been public, man.
Yes.
I'm a public figure.
Yeah.
So if you're going through something and you hold it back, it's the very thing that's going to kill you. It almost killed me.
Yes.
You understand? It almost killed me. But from the day I spoke about it, I'm light.
Yeah.
I'm
broke
light.
from it.
I broke from it, and,
Yeah.
and life is actually even, you know, back on course.
Yes.
We are doing things better than we did them before. Probably before we were just excited about what God can do. Today we do things and we speak of things that we know. When I tell you that God can do, He can do, because I've gone through things that I thought would take me, but I've seen Him pull me out.
Yes.
You know?
You're speaking of experiences
Exactly.
you've lived,
Yeah.
not things you've been told.
TD Jakes once said, if you've not walked through it, don't preach it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And ministry is to people,
Yes.
not to the church. It's to people.
To people, yeah.
John 3:16, for God so loved the world. You know, I love that phrase alone, for God so loved the world. It's intentional. It's intentional. It's not just theory. It's not theoretical. It's intentional. God loves the world, because the world is where most people are hurting and they don't even know how to walk out of what they're dealing with.
Yes.
You understand that those are the people that need encouragement. Those are the people that need to be shown the light, that need to be shown the God of action.
Yes.
The God that builds testimonies, the God that will pull you out of a situation and still pull you out and make you a beacon. You understand? Yeah.
Okay, so parting shots. Tell us, what would be the last words you'd leave our viewers and those people that love your music and ministry?
First of all, I just want to appreciate everybody that has stood with me.
Yeah.
Through my crazy times. People that have been with me and not judged me because they know what I was dealing with.
Yeah.
And second, I just want to encourage people out there. You know, we don't see it, but it's happening. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of mental issues that they don't speak about. They don't even know how to talk about them, because to them probably they feel it's shame.
Yeah.
You understand? You've been somewhere and then you talk about the laws of what you've gone through. They don't know how to talk about it. But I want to encourage people to speak out.
Yeah.
You know, find the people you can talk with. Find the people you can trust and open up, because everything you open up about leaves your heart. You understand? You become light, because if you don't, it is what is going to kill you. I want to encourage people that way, and then I want to encourage people to really, 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 really hold on to God. You understand? Because a life without God is a life full of dead ends. You understand?
Yeah.
Because in my situation, if I did not hold on to the God that I saw on the streets, I would probably not even probably, I would have taken my own life.
Yeah.
You understand? Let us, stick to God, keep hope. Life is full of challenges. Life is not a silver plate. Actually, 60 or 70% of life, you're going to hit challenges. But how you maneuver through those challenges is what is going to make life worthwhile. You understand? Yeah. So I just want to encourage people like that, and just thank everybody for, I just want to call upon everybody to, subscribe and get to watch the Lyfebepod podcast, because a lot of life is spoken on this channel, and a lot of people with real testimonies. You understand? Not just concocted. Real testimonies is what you will find here, and you'll find encouragement.
Yeah.
And God bless everybody.
Thank you. Where do we
Amen.
find your music, videos?
Exodus UG everywhere.
Okay.
Exodus UG everywhere.
Spotify, Apple Music,
Everywhere.
YouTube, everywhere that there's music, that there's social media, is Exodus UG.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming through.
Amen.
God bless you so much.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment. Tell us how this story has touched your life, what you think, how you've been inspired. Go subscribe and share. You can support us financially by giving. We're on Cash App. We're on mobile money. The details are in the description. Go check us out and follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, and you will be inspired, encouraged, and blessed. God bless you. Lyfebepod.
Thank you for tuning in to the Lyfebepod podcast with Sami-K. Your support means the world to us. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and share to help us grow and continue bringing you valuable content. We appreciate you.